So this is how I did my crankshaft on the KX125 motor. It's a 1991 model. They talk about, you know, making a jig or buying a jig that takes up the space in between the two sides of the crank here, right? And I mean, that's great, but if you don't want to buy the jig, you got to make one where you have a very small amount of room here, because you can't put the con rod in anywhere but this slot here, right? The piston bore. So, you know, I do have this piece of metal, which is the perfect size just to slip in there, right? I could put this in between my two halves of the, right? And this actually fits, you know, like a charm. It's the perfect distance. But what I'm getting at is you can just use a slide hammer, guys. You can suspend this case on two 4x4s. I have this set up here for doing Volvo out drives at the shop I work at, and they let me work on my stuff too. So what I've done is I just took a crank bolt, not from this motor, but a bolt that fit in the crank, and I just modified this. I just modified it to fit inside this slide hammer. And you put that on there and just give her a couple nice whacks, and that crank falls right into the bearing just perfectly. Obviously, I froze the crank first. You can see it sweating here. It's got you know, a little bit of water on it. So we're gonna clean that up and all that before we put the other case half on. But that's the easiest, cheapest way to be doing this, guys. You know, I don't know how I'm gonna go about getting the other case on. I guess that's just gonna be a matter of just slowly tapping it on there, but perhaps I can create a jig actually to press on this and pull the crank through. But yeah, that's the way I've been doing it here.